The hidden test has begun. Chosen one, stop scrolling. This isn't a coincidence. You were meant to hear this message right now. You feel it in your spirit, don't you? That strange pull, that silent whisper that says something is happening. The truth is, God is testing you, and the test isn't in the storm around you. It's in your reaction to it. The silent observation. Every chosen one reaches a point where heaven goes quiet. You start to feel like your prayers are hitting walls. Everything seems delayed. Everything feels heavy. But that silence, that's not rejection, it's inspection. God is watching what you do when you think no one's watching. The battle between flesh and spirit. You've been stripped of comfort for a reason. The things that once excited you now feel meaningless. Your spirit is being separated from the illusions of this world. The old version of you is dying, so your divine self can rise. The world does understand you. You've been misunderstood, mocked, and rejected, not because you're wrong, but because you're chosen. Your energy disturbs the fake. Your light exposes what people try to hide. They don't hate you. They fear the truth that shines through you. The hidden curriculum of God's test. God will send storms not to drown you, but to teach you how to walk on water. He'll remove people not to punish you, but to isolate your power. Every delay, every heartbreak, every betrayal, it's part of divine strategy. You are being trained for something bigger than you can imagine. You feel alone because you're ahead. You're not behind, you're not forgotten. You're simply in a chapter that others can't comprehend. When you walk the narrow path, you walk it mostly alone. But solitude is the birthplace of spiritual mastery. The hidden eyes watching you. Heaven is watching. The universe is recording your patience, your forgiveness, your faith. Even when no one claps, the divine sees your silent battles. The test is simple. Will you keep trusting even when you can't trace him? The pattern of every chosen one. Look at every prophet, every enlightened soul. They all walked through fire before the world saw their light. The chosen are always tested hardest because their destiny carries weight. You're not cursed, you're in the refining process. Your pain is prophetic. The reason your pain feels deeper is because it's not ordinary. It's the labor pain of rebirth. You're not being destroyed, you're being redefined. The old energy can't go where you're going. The universe is aligning around you. You've been seeing signs, repeated numbers, dreams that feel real, divine synchronicities. These aren't random. They're confirmations that you're walking in purpose. The more you awaken, the clearer the signs become. The forces against you. Darkness recognized you before you recognized yourself. That's why you face spiritual attacks since childhood. The enemy knew your purpose long before you did. But here's the secret. If you weren't powerful, they wouldn't fight you this hard. The blessing hidden in the test. God hides blessings inside burdens. He disguises growth as pain. What looks like loss is often redirection. Don't run from the test, walk through it with faith. Your energy is being upgraded. When your soul evolves, everything that vibrates lower starts falling away. That's why friendships fade. That's why jobs end. It's not rejection, it's energetic alignment. You're being tuned to your divine frequency. The divine timing. You can't rush what's sacred. God doesn't move on your schedule. He moves on divine alignment. Delay is not denial. Sometimes he hides you until the spotlight is safe. The power of stillness. Your next level won't come through force. It'll come through surrender. When you stop chasing, what's meant for you begins to find you. Stillness isn't weakness. It's spiritual precision. Peace is the loudest proof that you trust God. The awakening within you. You've started to see through illusions. Media, systems, people's masks. You can't unsee the truth anymore. Your soul craves depth, not distraction. You've awakened to the divine game behind the world's chaos, the mirror of the chosen. When you look in the mirror, you don't just see yourself anymore. You see purpose, you see divine design. Your eyes carry memories of lifetimes before this one. You are not ordinary, you are eternal consciousness in human form. Your calling will haunt you. You can't escape your purpose. Even if you try to fit in, something inside will always pull you back out. You were sent here with spiritual assignments, and every test you face is a part of your preparation. The time is now. This is not the time to doubt. This is not the time to give up. You've come too far to break now. Heaven is one decision away from releasing what's been held back for you. The 55-second window. You think 55 seconds was just a hook. No, it's symbolic. 5 represents grace. 2 5s represent double favor. If you're hearing this now, your double portion is near, but it's waiting on your faith. The test is simple. Will you believe before you see? The hidden blessing about to emerge. Every storm that tried to destroy you was actually pushing you toward your destiny. The things you lost are making space for what's divine. And when it comes, it will make every tear worth it. You will look back and thank God for the tests. The awakening of the chosen wave. You are not watching this by chance. This is your reminder, you were never alone. Every chosen one across the world is waking up right now. Together we are the wave, the chosen wave. The final message. Chosen one, your test ends the moment your faith begins. Don't quit before your miracle. Keep walking, keep praying, keep trusting. Because your blessing isn't lost, it's waiting for you to believe. The unseen spiritual classroom. Chosen one, every hardship you face is not random. It's a divine lesson disguised as chaos. You've been asking, why me? But heaven whispers, because you're ready. This world is a spiritual classroom, and you are not an average student. Every pain, every delay, every silent night, it's preparing you for a level that normal souls can't handle. The season of isolation. You've noticed it, haven't you? People are leaving, doors are closing. It feels like life is shrinking around you, but in truth, it's narrowing your path to purpose. God isolates before He elevates. The silence around you isn't emptiness, it's sacred space for transformation. When God removes your distractions, you didn't lose them, they were removed. That relationship, that friend, that opportunity, it fell away because it couldn't handle your next level. God doesn't bless confusion. He cleans your environment before He increases your influence. Let go of what's gone. The blessing requires space. The pressure before the promise. Chosen one, pressure is proof of purpose. The greater the pressure, the greater the power forming inside you. You're being molded, stretched, refined. A diamond only shines after surviving the crushing. The hidden angels beside you. You may think you're alone, but the unseen realm walks with you. You've felt it in strange moments of peace during storms. That's divine presence surrounding you when your faith starts to tremble. Heaven sends help quietly, not loudly. The energy shift around you. You've been sensing it. The energy feels different. People react to you strangely, some avoid you, others cling to you. That's not coincidence, it's vibration. Your frequency has risen, and it's exposing the hidden nature of those around you. The mask of this world. This world celebrates illusions and hides truth behind glamour. But your soul rejects the fake. It seeks what's real, what's eternal. You were never meant to blend into this system. You were meant to awaken others from it. The fear that fights you. Notice how every time you're close to breakthrough, fear creeps in. That's not your fear, it's resistance. The closer you get to purpose, the louder the opposition becomes. But fear only has power when you believe its lies. The hidden contract of your soul. Before you entered this life, your spirit agreed to a divine mission. You didn't just appear, you were sent. And every test you face is connected to that sacred assignment. You are living the script your higher self already wrote. The reversal is coming. Everything that was used against you will be used for you. Those who mocked you will watch your elevation in silence. The same people who left you will see the hand of God restore everything multiplied. The tables always turn for the chosen. The strange calm before destiny. Have you noticed how quiet things feel lately? That calm isn't emptiness, it's divine preparation. When God is about to shift your life, everything slows down first. Silence always comes before sound. The hidden power of your words. Your voice is not ordinary, it carries creation. When you speak from alignment, reality bends. Be careful with your tongue, it's your spiritual weapon. Words create worlds, speak life even when you feel surrounded by death. The weight of empathy. You feel others deeply because your soul was designed to heal. Your heart picks up energy that others can't sense. That's your gift, but it's also your test. Learn to feel without drowning, observe without absorbing, the warning in delays. Sometimes what looks like a delay is divine protection. If God closed a door, He saw something behind it that you didn't. You're not being punished, you're being redirected. What's yours will never require you to beg for it. The night vision of the chosen. You see clearer in darkness than most do in daylight. That's your gift, you navigate by spirit, not sight. When others panic, you perceive patterns. That's how God guides His chosen, through unseen signals, not loud instructions. The fire that doesn't burn you. You've walked through flames that should have destroyed you, yet here you stand, stronger. The reason, the fire was never meant to kill you. It was meant to reveal you. Only the purest gold can survive divine heat. The whisper of destiny. You felt it in quiet moments, the pull to something greater. It's not imagination, it's instruction. Destiny doesn't shout, it whispers. Only the still-hearted can hear the call. The veil is lifting. You're beginning to see what others can't. The illusions of this world are cracking. The hidden truth about who you are and why you're here is revealing itself slowly. This is what awakening feels like, clarity mixed with chaos. The enemy's last attack. Right before your biggest blessing, the enemy always strikes hardest. Sudden chaos, random fear, unexpected losses, it's all distraction. He's desperate because he knows what's coming next, your divine release. Hold your peace, even when everything tries to break it. The anointing that can't be ignored. You carry something no one can copy. It's not talent, it's anointing. That divine signature is what separates you. You don't have to prove your worth, your presence already speaks. The vision others can't see. People think you're unrealistic because you talk about things they can't perceive. But that's because you're tuned into frequencies beyond their reach. You see before others believe. That's the burden and the blessing of the visionary. The code of faith. Faith isn't hoping for what you want, it's trusting when it doesn't make sense. It's walking blindfolded while believing you're being led. It's not weakness, it's higher intelligence. Faith is the language heaven understands. The crown after chaos. There's always chaos before coronation. The pain you feel now is the shaking before the shift. Every storm is rearranging things in your favor. Soon, everything will make perfect sense. The hidden door in your struggle. Your struggle isn't blocking you, it's guiding you. Behind every frustration is a revelation waiting to be found. Instead of asking, why me? Ask, what is this teaching me? The test hides the treasure, the echoes of your past lives. Chosen one, some of what you feel isn't from this lifetime. The fears, the patterns, the déjà vu, it's your soul remembering. You've carried wisdom through centuries of existence, fragments of lifetimes still shaping your intuition. That's why you sense things before they happen. You're not paranoid, you're remembering. The sacred frustration. That deep inner restlessness you feel isn't failure, it's divine frustration. It's your soul telling you, you're meant for more. You've outgrown the energy of your current environment, but you haven't yet reached your new dimension. It's the space between called and chosen, where faith is forged. The spiritual weight on your chest. You felt it, the heaviness when you wake up. It's not depression, it's energetic warfare. The unseen realm senses your rising frequency, and it's trying to suppress it. But what darkness forgets is, pressure only activates light. The shadow phase of awakening. You can't rise without meeting your shadow. That version of you that hides pain, guilt, and fear, it must be faced, not ignored. Healing is messy because truth burns illusions. But the chosen learn to dance with their darkness until it turns into light. The divine detox. Your spirit is currently being cleansed of everything that no longer aligns. That's why old friends fade and your desires are shifting. You're losing appetite for meaningless things. This isn't boredom, it's transformation. The reality beyond sight. There's a world beyond the physical, vibrating alongside yours. You feel it in dreams, synchronicities, strange peace and chaos. That's not fantasy, it's frequency. Your third eye isn't opening, it's remembering what it always saw. The rejection that redirected you. They left you when you needed them most, didn't they? But what you thought was abandonment was actually alignment. God removed who couldn't carry your destiny. They weren't meant to understand your mission, they were meant to leave it. The illusion of control. You've been trying to fix everything on your own. But every time you try harder, it breaks faster. That's because control is an illusion, surrender is power. The moment you release it, divine order takes over. The spirit of discernment. Your intuition has sharpened lately. You can feel lies before they're spoken, sense danger before it appears. That's not paranoia, it's spiritual calibration. You're becoming aligned with divine truth, and false energy can't hide anymore. The cosmic silence. There are moments when heaven feels distant. You pray and there's no response. You ask and there's stillness. But that silence is God's language of trust. He's saying, I've already taught you what to do, now show me that you learned. The hidden blueprint. Everything about your life is written in divine code. Even the mistakes, even the detours, they were mapped before your birth. There are no coincidences for the chosen, only coordinates. You are walking in a script written by eternity itself. The inner resurrection. You're not falling apart, you're shedding layers. The identity that once served you is dissolving. Your ego screams because it's dying. But once it's gone, your higher self will breathe fully for the first time. The frequency of forgiveness. You can't rise while carrying resentment. Forgiveness isn't saying they were right, it's saying I choose peace. When you forgive, you release energy that was chaining you to the past. You don't forgive to free them, you forgive to free yourself. The awakening of your power. You're starting to realize that manifestation isn't wishing, it's remembering. You've always had power, you just forgot how to use it. Every thought is a seed, every emotion is water. Be careful what you nurture, it's becoming your next reality. The hidden code in pain. Pain speaks in patterns. It repeats until you understand its message. Every heartbreak carried a hidden truth about your worth. When you decode it, the pain stops and the lesson remains. The light within the darkness. Darkness was never your enemy, it was your mirror. It showed you where light was missing within you. Now you walk through shadows not to fear them, but to illuminate them. You are no longer reacting, you are radiating. The frequencies shift on Earth. Feel the change in the air. Time feels faster, emotions stronger. That's not imagination. The planet itself is awakening. The chosen souls are being activated to lead the new frequency. You are one of them. That's why your old life couldn't stay. The divine delay before destiny. Chosen one, when God delays, it's not to deny, it's to protect. He's aligning timelines, shifting energies, and preparing hearts connected to your purpose. If you receive the blessing too early, it would break you. So he hides it until your spirit is mature enough to hold it. The hidden hands guiding you. You didn't survive by luck, you were carried. How many times did things almost go wrong but didn't? That wasn't chance, it was divine interference. You are surrounded by grace even when you don't see it. The cosmic mirror. Everything you meet is a reflection of your inner world. People, problems, patterns, they're all mirrors showing what still needs healing. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. Change your vibration, and your reality will follow. The spiritual upgrade. You've been exhausted, haven't you? Not physically, but spiritually. Your body is adjusting to higher frequencies of light. That's why you feel drained and sensitive. It's not weakness, it's your system upgrading for the next dimension. The sound of alignment. When you're aligned, everything flows naturally. The right people appear, opportunities open, peace surrounds you. You won't need to chase what's chosen for you. It will recognize your energy. That's divine rhythm, not coincidence. The false identity is crumbling. The world told you who to be. But the more you awaken, the less that identity fits. That's because you're not who they named, you're who God called. You're remembering the original you beneath the programming. The rising of the hidden ones. You are part of a silent revolution. Souls across the world are waking up from the dream. They've been silent for years, observing, learning, preparing. Now the hidden ones are rising, the light bearers are stepping forward. The soul contract's ending. Some people in your life have reached their expiration date. Their purpose in your story is complete. It hurts to let go, but staying longer would delay your growth. Thank them silently and release them with love. The moment before the miracle. Chosen one, it's always darkest right before manifestation. That's when doubt screams the loudest. But if you hold faith a little longer, everything flips in an instant. The test always comes seconds before the blessing. The language of signs. Feathers, numbers, songs, dreams, these are divine messages. The universe speaks softly but constantly. Pay attention to repetition, it's not random. Every sign is a breadcrumb leading you home. The silence of strength. Real power doesn't shout. It's calm, steady, grounded. You've entered that phase, you don't argue anymore, you observe. Because you've realized your peace is your protection. The shift in your dreams. Your dreams have become more vivid lately, haven't they? That's your subconscious merging with your spirit. The dream world is where God trains the chosen in secret. Write them down, they're not just dreams, they're instructions. The final stage before breakthrough. When everything feels like it's collapsing, that's when it's closest. The universe clears the old before introducing the new. Don't panic when things fall apart. It's a sign they're falling into place. Your breakdown is just the sound of breakthrough being born. Chosen one, if these words lit something inside you, don't let the fire fade. You were guided here for a reason. This message was divine confirmation that your awakening is real. So claim it right now. Declare your power in the comments. I am passing the test. My blessing is mine. Like this video if your spirit felt it. Subscribe to Chosen Wave, your sanctuary for divine truth, spiritual awakening, and inner power. Now tell me below. Do you feel like God is testing you right now, or preparing you for something greater?